Welcome back, everyone. I'm Valen.
And I'm Theo. And today we will be checking out TAEMIN's first album under BPM Entertainment, which is called Eternals. Now that's the one with Sexy is in the Air, Sex is in the Air, and also Horizon.
Ooh.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Let's see what it's about. Like, this is obviously, again, first ever album under like the new label, so maybe the sound will be a bit different.
And apparently he co-write and co-produce all of the songs.
Very cool.
So that's very nice. That's very nice.
We get to see more of that side of TAEMIN.
That side, what he wants, what he wants to write, produce. Yeah, I'm excited.
For sure. I mean, when an artist gets more creative control, that can obviously go in a lot of different directions. But I mean, I for one thought that Sexy's in the Air is very TAEMIN.
Yes, very TAEMIN.
Right?
That song was crazy.
Very TAEMIN.
Very good.
So let's just hop on into it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Also, if you want to check out all of our other SHINee content over on Patreon, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. There's new SHINee content coming out over on Patreon basically every single week. So if that's something you want to check out, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. That's also the best way to support the channel, since we wouldn't be able to make any of these videos without all of our amazing supporters over on Patreon.
Okay, so we're gonna start with GOAT.
Ooh.
The GOAT. He is the GOAT. And he is the moment. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
I like this little vocal sample here. It's interesting.
You know that I'm game. So my kid to the 긴장감 속에 아찔한 이 느낌. Yeah. 터질 듯한 flash.
This reminds me of what we heard SHINee do recently also.
True.
With Hard and what have you.
Exactly.
That's interesting that they've moved in this like sort of hip-hop inspired
More
direction
hip-hop,
over time, which is like something you would have never expected when you heard like their discography back in like 2015, 14.
True. No, I would never expect.
But at the same time, it's worked out really well for them.
Yes.
내 템포에 맞춰 나를 따라와 we know that babe. I take you to the next level. Gonna sip some just cause I'm the GOAT. OMGREATNSS GOAT. OMGREATNSS 거친 숨소리 또 너를 홀리지 Like I'm on overdrive OMGREATNSS.
It does sort of remind me of Hard, you get?
Yeah.
It's definitely within that genre.
단번에 주위에서 내 가로채 어디 가나 따라올지 It's just 모래 이래저래 말이 많아 나에 대해서 Yeah 그럴수록 더 과감해져 네 심장을 run pump 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 Getting loco treat me like a goat You know what happened
Treat me like a goat.
Like GOAT.
터지는 shadow I've been on the way up 널 집어삼켜 거부할 수 없는 이끌림 I got no patience 너는 날 감출 수 없어 알다시피 난 좀 내줘 You know I'm a GOAT keep it 100
This
is so
chorus
odd.
here is quite something.
Yes.
Very bold.
I'll give him that. It's very bold. Very bold.
But again, like with also SHINee, they came with a lot of kind of bold choruses.
True.
That's always been a thing. But definitely this one here seems to be aiming towards like what, you know, SHINee as a group also did with Hard.
Yes.
But I think that's just this song. Because again, like, I mean, Sexy's in the Air was way different.
Song. But crazy start to the album.
OMGREATNSS GOAT.
It's crazy.
OMGREATNSS 거친 숨소리 또 너를 홀리지 Like I'm on overdrive OMGREATNSS GOAT.
It's kind of a bit retro to the song, isn't it? With the production choices here.
True.
어지럽던 네 맘의 savior
You give me like the synthesizers, try to listen to them.
Oh yeah, in that way?
Yeah. And it has this jazz influence.
Yeah.
You heard that throughout it?
Odd song.
It started in like the pre-chorus with like some kind of jazz triangle playing.
Yeah.
And then now it's also got one of those Rhodes synth pianos, essentially. That's like our electronic pianos, which is like used very heavily within jazz music as well. Playing like some very jazzy chords.
Yes.
It's an interesting sort of element to just throw into a song like this.
It's a very interesting song.
Go.
Go.
Oh, I like what they're doing here for the end.
Yeah, they should have done this in the choruses.
Again, this part here reminds me kind of what they did in the second part of Hard's chorus, which was actually what I had been expecting from the first chorus of this song. I just kind of like expected like them to first say it, kind of underplay, kind of go, and then with a more strength in your voice.
They should have done that.
I feel like it would have worked, but it also works just as like essentially a switch up here for the chorus,
of course,
as the outro. It's so cool.
Exactly.
R-E-A-T-N-S-S.
It might have actually also been because he didn't want us to get reminded too much of Hard.
Maybe.
That he didn't do it in that same way. Because then I would have said that it kind of felt like a sequel to Hard, you could almost say. But I wouldn't say that this is as much of that, because this part of like the end chorus, I don't know what you want to call it, switch up, what have you, wasn't in the rest of the song.
True.
Then I don't really feel like it's much of a sequel. I liked it.
It was an interesting start for me.
Yeah, you
I
didn't?
personally like the ending of the song mainly. But the rest of the song is not something I will hear again.
I feel like I would listen to it way more, because I'm also more of a hip hop guy than she is.
Exactly.
And I like these like a little bit more underplayed, more rappy, more hard songs. As you can usually see, like when something is like really cutesy, I usually say, on average, there's a lot of exceptions, but on average, I am less a fan of that. While Valen is always like, oh, I really like, or very electronic.
Yeah, I like it.
But then with a song like Goat, I like it more, and she likes it less.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why it's fun having you and I.
Definitely, we do have like different tastes to music.
Exactly.
No, I actually liked how it was like Goat, and then with this kind of retro sounding synth. You get me? This song could have also been released like a while ago, with a lot of these production choices.
Yeah. The song is very like retro, as you said.
It
could
is.
be released before.
And these kind of just swag, simple choruses with just essentially one sentence just being repeated.
Yeah, exactly.
Like quite confident. I liked it.
True, very confident. You're right.
And again, here with the ending, the ending was very. I mean, I would have also. I think if I could have changed something, I would have also included the second part of the chorus to the rest of the choruses.
Me too.
Like where he's more yelling it.
That.
Definitely.
But I get it. I get his choice.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I think it was honestly that.
Yeah.
He didn't want it to seem too much like part two
like that.
of Hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I would have liked part 2 of Hard, just saying.
He wouldn't like something different. He would have like he wanted something different.
Right. Now, Sexy is in the air. Sex is in the air.
In the air.
I'm getting confused by the title.
Let's go.
No, I'm saying Sexy is in the air.
I don't know.
Which is even more wrong.
Sexy in the air, okay.
I love this part of the song. Sex is in the air. Sex is in the air. I have a question. Is that like a bit of a wordplay in Korean? Notice how it's one of the words is literally TAEMIN.
TAEMIN.
Yeah, TAEMIN. It's a Korean word. You think
get
like
it.
that's like a wordplay on his name also being TAEMIN? I have a question. Is that like in any way like a wordplay, or am I really reaching here for all of our Korean fans?
Yeah, I don't know.
Woo!
Trouble, I'ma be able, something that turn me down now, making me crazy, making me spin around, I'ma be loyal, 누가 날 시험해 알려줄게 내가 누군지. You cannot lose me, I'ma make me proud. Ooh, can't you feel it? Sex is in the air.
I feel like I like it even more now on the second listen. Seriously,
good
this song is an
song.
absolute banger.
It is a good song.
I don't get why there was a bunch of like SHINee fans that wrote, I didn't like this too much.
Oh,
I feel
really?
I feel like in the comments,
What?
I saw a bunch of people, like, I don't remember where I read it, but there were like a bunch of comments that were like, this is one of my least favorite TAEMIN like, singles.
Really?
I really like it.
It's because I think this is very different from SHINee and from like
Is it really?
I feel yeah.
I feel like the other song
But at
from
the same time,
TAEMIN we've
it's
heard, what was
not.
it called?
At the same time, this is SHINee as well. I don't
Very
know.
much so. It's very TAEMIN. What was that other song?
Move.
Move. For me, this reminds me a lot of Move. A lot.
A little bit more like upbeat though. Move
Sure,
is
but I'd say it's
low
very
key.
much within the same.
Exactly, I don't know.
Within the same
Well,
area.
Everyone has their own
Of course.
opinions.
I really
We
like
like it.
Sexy is in the Air.
Yeah, we like it.
I'm messing up the name more and more every time.
Sex is in the air. Trapping my love, sex is in the air.
Woo! The production until now has been very kind of boom
Retro.
bap. Yeah, retro.
Retro,
like
yes.
New York 90s
this one
kind of
too.
sound.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's true. This has a drill part.
Uh-huh.
from my fake and real. 그 모든 걸 펼칠 time. 자유로운 나를 유영하는 feeling. Shall we 너와 함께 sex is in the air. Shall we 이 순간에 sex is in the air. 또 다른 나의 꿈 같은 세계에. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I like this whole like
Yeah, man.
part. I don't even know what you want to call this. Like a bridge? What is this even? This would like an extended
He's making
bridge?
his own thing, and I like it.
Sure, but if we just had to
Kinda
categorize this whole
bridge?
part of the song or something, I guess you'd still call it like a bridge, right?
Yeah.
Also, I apologize if I sound a little bit sick.
Yeah, we
I'm
both
in my,
still sick.
I'm in my post-sickness era with a lot of. I'm just that's what you know how it is, man.
We
Everyone's
both
tried being sick.
are sick, and we've been doing sick for like 2 weeks, bro. It's
Yeah, this influencer really got us.
It's hard.
So if anyone is wondering why we sound like this, now you know.
This song is so
No, it's not
odd.
a bridge.
No, it's
It
the
would be straight up
ending.
like switch up outro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex is in the air.
No, what a song.
So much flanger on his voice.
What?
Here.
Yeah, true.
Uh-huh.
What a song. I love it. This song is truly very good.
I think it's very TAEMIN.
Very TAEMIN, yes. Very
And-
TAEMIN. I really like it.
And also very SHINee.
Yeah.
For me, it seems like a very sort of like contemporary take on a lot of SHINee's sort of vibes and
exactly.
themes.
That's what I think as
Yeah,
well.
I don't see any critique. Like,
No.
I think it's very SHINee, and I think it's very TAEMIN. And at the same time, I also think his new label needs to be congratulated for actually continuing with that sound
Yeah.
that the SHINee fans know and love.
Exactly.
Because I really like it.
Exactly.
Now, what will we be listening to?
Okay, guys, now we're going with Horizon. Apparently, this has.
She had to change her shirt. Sorry, guys.
I changed my shirt. No, I didn't change my shirt. I put it over it because, like, I feel more comfy and I'm kind of cold.
right, I guess.
So, but I heard that Horizon has a music video.
Ooh.
We need to check it afterwards for sure. But we have never heard this song. This is like another third song in the album, and we have not heard it.
Look.
The only one we have heard is "Sex in the Air."
I'm all in for checking out the music video for it as well.
Exactly.
We got to do that next.
Yes.
Definitely. Anyhow.
1, 2, 3. Let's go, Horizon.
Very 80s. Very.
Yeah. True.
Kind of that like The Weeknd
Yeah, The
inspired
Weeknd.
80s.
펼쳐진 현실의 경계 늘 잠겨있던 문을 열어 Special Horizon 찰나의 덮쳐온 패닉 아득히 빠져마치.
You know what this also reminds me of? This reminds me of a classic song called Maniac a little bit.
Maniac.
You get me?
Maniac.
I feel like this is like a fusion
I get
between
it.
what we've seen The Weeknd doing with bringing that 80s sound
Blinding
into
Lights, yeah.
the 2020s, and also just the classic song Maniac. Like a mixture between those two.
Yeah. This is very 80s.
And like
very.
push it to the limit.
True. Every song until now has been different.
Very much so.
But retro always.
Fire.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that was like halftime.
What is going on?
It's true. This song, because it's like kind of high tempo and at the same time, TAEMIN also wanted to do a lot of things in it. It's just like so overwhelming.
Yes,
like,
a lot.
There's like new things happening all the time, 24/7. I think that's cool though.
Yeah.
I like the way it's being done because I feel like putting a lot of stuff into a high tempo song can also like turn into just being like straight up chaotic and nothing else without any sense of direction.
Yeah,
but I
true.
still feel like there is some sort of like theme or red thread holding all of this
definitely.
together, so it's actually cool.
Definitely. Well, I really want to see the music video.
I like this part here.
Yeah, me too.
Because like a song like this needs just like one part that's just like a kind of simple, catchy melody to sort of like signify that we're definitely in the chorus.
Yes, I agree.
You get me?
I
Because
agree.
like when there's so many words and so much stuff happening and it's so fast paced, you're gonna want something like that to kind of glue a little bit of it together.
And he did it.
Horizon.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is so 80s.
It is.
Movie inspired.
TAEMIN is doing something very fun in this album.
Like
What?
all over pop, all of pop right now, they love adding 80s elements, but I feel like this one here did it in a way that I haven't heard before.
True.
You get me?
True.
Like
True,
I don't
true,
know,
true.
it just did something
It's
different.
a mixture between the old and the new rendition of 80s, in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's actually true. It both has like some of that just straight up 80s inspired modern pop to it, but also just like some unapologetic vintage 80s sound to
Exactly.
it.
Unapologetic like that time. You will
definitely.
not find it in any other time that 80s.
Right, especially here
Yeah.
also in the outro, that's a great example of it as well.
Exactly,
That type of
exactly.
thing they would have just cut from any modern rendition usually.
Exactly, but then he added it.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was really cool.
Now let's go with the next song, The Unknown Sea.
Yar, matey.
Ooh, let's
It's
see
a
what
pirate
it's about.
song.
Maybe. 1, 2, 3.
Yar,
let's
ar,
go.
diva, dee. Being a pirate, that's all you can be. I was wrong.
새로운 내일 그 너머를 꿈꾸며 두 발로 매일 그리고 그려온 건 수평선이라는 걸 알기 전까지는 나 누가 날 보면 무모하고 바보 같을 걸 익숙한 모든 걸 댕진 채 낯선 세계로 몸을 다 던지는 게 수많은 나를 돌고 돌아 다시 난 처음 그 앞에 섰지 차오르는 감정이 마치 like a heart 밀려들어 어제와는 다를 거라는 기대 벅차다 못해 떨리는 flying 그 한켠을 채운 불안한 맘까지 like a heart 밀려들어 그저 보는 대로 생각했지 두뇌개를 달고도 늘 눈앞에 바다만 보여서 날 수 있는 저 하늘이 내게는 꼭 미지와 같아서 고개를 든 순간 찰나 끌려서 바람빛에 물든 세계로 익숙한 모든 걸 등진 채 힘껏 두 팔을 펼친 채 날 던지기로 수많은 나를 돌고
I feel like this is the most normal song on the album by far
by
until
far.
now. Like this song here has been a pretty like just straightforward sort of normal pop ballad.
Exactly.
Like a little bit over in the Taylor Swift or what
One
have you
Direction.
category, One Direction.
Yeah.
Sure, just like very normcore
Yeah.
pop song.
I think he needed to add one of these.
Sure, he
Yeah.
just wanted like, yo, can we just get like one like just like normal song?
Yeah, because
on
the other
album.
ones have been all crazy. I get him.
수많은 나를 돌고 돌아 다시 난 처음 그 앞에 섰지 차오르는 감정이 마치 like a heart 밀려들어 어제와는 다를 거라는 기대 벅차다 못해 떨리는 flying 그 한켠을 채운 불안한 맘까지 like a heart 밀려들어 어두웠던 밤을 지나서 깊은 새벽을 건너는 흐릿했던 빛이 눈앞에 선명해져 미지를 향해 달려가는 우리 Maybe then you know how it feels 수많은 날을 지나 여기 그치자 시작 그 앞에 섰지 차오르는 감정이 마치 like a heart 밀려들어 어제와는 다를 거라는 기대 벅차다 못해 떨리는 flying 그 한켠을 채운 불안한 맘까지 like a heart 밀려들어 날아쳐 하늘로
I like this part here that we just heard. The one where, like, this one part where the vast majority of the instruments just disappeared,
Left,
and he was just with his very sort of vulnerable, semi-falsetto voice, sort of singing, you know, very vulnerably, repeating the same line, but just, you know, again, in this fashion. And then it came back. That was cool.
Yes.
That was fun. Like that. I gotta still say, though, the least interesting song on the album. Because I feel like a
Definitely.
lot
This
of
is-
songs like this
I
have
don't have
been made.
much to say about this song. Yeah, it's like a lot of songs I heard about with like
I
this.
feel like it's just like
He just wanted to add it.
Yeah, I feel
And
like-
I think it's nice because you could hear his voice very clear.
I feel like,
I like
yeah,
that.
it was
I like
more just that. I feel like there was like a conversation with like TAEMIN and the rest of the production team behind this album that was like, yo, we also gotta have like just one song that is just like super normal.
Yeah.
And just like, you know, it's also a good way to showcase your vocals. You've got a lot of fans that also like these types of songs. I mean,
Exactly.
a song like this, on the other hand, is also, you know, playing it quite safe. You get me?
Yes.
Because a lot of people just want to hear your voice. They like your cadence.
No, a lot of people like this type of music. Exactly, a lot of people.
Oh, so
Exactly,
many.
Exactly.
For sure, I get you.
Yeah, so
I
it's,
get you.
it's good. It's good to add something like this for sure.
I totally get why he did it. I just find it the least interesting song on the album until now. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, now let's go with Crush.
Let's do it.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3.
Candy Crush.
뻣뻣한 감각을 다 깨워 한순간으로 다 끌어당겨진 맘 기민하게 시선을 기울여 손짓 하나 다는 뗄 수 없잖아 More than a dream 넘어와 our fantasy Oh yeah 사소할수록 좋아 너의 A to Z Show me something 묶여버린 눈빛 잠시 잃은 듯한 breath
The funkiest song on the album until now, for sure.
살짝인 맞춤 Love it 입가에 스친 Sweat 거리를 좁혀 Crush it Baby you better I bet you the Baby you better Baby you better 틈이라곤 없이 끌어안아 시선을 닫아 손끝에 널 그려 Baby 무언의 교감으로 별 사이 선을 흐려 말하는 네 기분도 다르지 않잖아 More than a dream 현실감 없는 fantasy Oh yeah 솔직할수록 좋아 너의 A to Z Show me something 묶여버린 눈빛 of it 잠시 잃은 듯한 breath Baby you better
Crush it.
Every song until now has been of a different genre.
Yes,
Every
exactly.
single song on this album.
But retro. And
True.
especially 80s.
You've got a very good point
Different
there.
genre from the 80s.
Right. Like even Goat 2 had a certain level of sort of vintageness.
Oh yeah, all of them.
You
All
get
of
me?
them. Exactly.
Right, right.
This one to Crush, yeah.
better 살짝인 맞춤 Love it 입가에 스친 Sweat 거리를 좁혀 Crush it Baby you better Baby you better Baby you better 이제 남은 한뼘 내 속도를 따라 Baby you better 입술 사이 한뼘 흔들리는 눈빛 그대로 깊이
Ooh. This is one of my favorites. I like it.
Okay.
I liked it. I
Right.
like it for sure.
I still feel like the three first songs, Horizon, Sex is in the Air, and
And
Goat,
Goat.
win until now for
Okay.
me.
Sure.
It was
those
chill
three-
though.
Those three are
It
still
was cool.
good.
It's just like I feel like those three songs brought something new.
New. I get
Right.
it.
I like this song. I respect it. There's nothing there. I thought it was a well
but the
done
other
song.
ones are more unique and new.
It's just
I
like
get
they
it.
more like just made me go like, whoa,
Yeah.
what is
Yeah,
this?
true, true,
While I
true.
feel like Crush, I've still like heard a lot of songs like it
True,
before.
exactly.
That's in no way a crime to have on an album. In no way to have
course,
something
of
that's just
course.
something that you know you're more used to hearing. Mm-hmm. But
Oh, no, that's normal.
like, of course, your fans literally also just want to hear your music. They like just hearing new music that doesn't necessarily have to push the envelope in every possible fashion. They just like your music, right?
Exactly.
There's nothing along these lines, but I'm still gonna obviously then pick those three songs.
Of course,
though.
yes. Now let's go with Deja Vu. 1, 2, 3.
Very cool.
Oh, cute.
폭발한 순간 뒤틀린 시간 지평선 넘어 헤일 수 없이 조각난 자 아득한 시야 거센 파동을 느껴 난 차원의 travel 빠져들어가 또 다른 world 눈부신 오rbit 여긴 끝의 시작 Where you now 별빛을 따라 춤을 추는 홀로그램 영혼의 한가운데 기시감이 깃든 wave 난 비로 점점 떠올라 또 낯선 흐름 속에서 미래에서 과거의 날 발견한 그 순간
This Deja vu.
흩어진 기억이 물든 멈춰든 모든 탑라인 엉켜진 오감의 유인 all my night 겹쳐진 시간의 미로 퍼져간 원자들과 암흑 속 빛들의 유영져 this time 무의식을 관통해 뒤섞인 heaven and hell 기억 속의 파편들 점점 떠올라 눈도 낯선 흐름 속에서 미래에서 과거의 날 발견한 그 순간
Deja vu. I feel like this song on like really big surround sound speakers would be a really cool experience. This is definitely going for a bit more of the dreamy ambient vibe.
It's going for my top 3 for sure, this one.
It's the most modern song on the whole album also.
True.
You get me?
It's not that retro.
No, not at all.
But
it has a
good.
dark trap beat, sort of also again reminiscent of what you've seen The Weeknd and what have you do.
Yes.
And then a very sort of dreamy, kind of slightly psychedelic vocal.
Exactly.
Right,
I
right.
really like it. No, really good until now. I love his voice in this song.
Yo, are you hearing this sort of, I think it's called a COTTO? At least in a Japanese context. Listen to it underneath the rest of the instruments. No, there is this sort of string instrument, sort of like a harp. It's like a Japanese harp, essentially. You're not hearing it? It's kind of, to be fair, my earphones are better than hers.
Yeah.
These are like professional recording earphones, while these are just some pretty decent JBL
They're good,
earphones.
but with this you can hear like almost every instrument.
Right, the intricacies of the song are better revealed with these headphones, for sure. And yeah, there's this, I don't know if it's also called something different in Korean, but it sounds a lot like a COTTO, I'm pretty sure, which is a Japanese instrument. Listen. You hear it?
Now I hear it. You're right. I like it.
Kind of buried in the mix.
Yeah.
But it adds a nice texture.
It does. Ooh.
Deja vu.
Oh, man. Definitely one of my favorites.
I think this one was super duper cool.
Yes, one of my favorites. Wow. This song is the type that they put in an edit or something.
Sure, I get you. I could totally see the deja vu
exactly, in an edit.
That has some TikTok bait in it, definitely.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that just screams for like a TikTok edit.
No, man, his voice in this was super good. Like, so good.
I love the way his production was really cool too.
The production, his voice, everything, the melody. Good song. Very complete, I will say.
Definitely. You also noticed how in these types of songs, usually a lot of like the production is kind of more in the medium dark side of the spectrum.
Yeah, true.
Which gives a lot of space also to the vocalist.
Oh, okay. It's true.
Right. It's perfect for these types of songs where he's, you know, singing quite high pitched and putting a lot of energy into his vocals.
True.
Then you can really get to appreciate that because it's not buried, like that high airiness of his vocal is not buried within a lot of other instruments that are competing for the same spectrum range, essentially.
No, the song is very dark, very low.
Yes.
It's true, you're
for
right.
sure. So that gives more space for the vocal.
True. No, it was
but nonetheless, I really liked...
Well mixture of things.
Yeah.
Like whoever produced it made this song very good.
I thought it was really cool.
Now let's go with the last song in this album.
I guess it's a mini album because it's really not that
It's
long.
a mini album, definitely.
Short but sweet.
Say Less. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Like the title.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of what I do. I'm just a yapper.
어딘가 공허한 듯한 그런 표정은 소blue 차가운 공기가 맴도는 내 방 안엔 나 혼자만이 남겨져 깊은 생각 속에 잠겨 All my life 해방이란 착각 속에 살아 All my mind 어김없이
Okay.
난 우주 안의 별을 그리곤 해 Endless 기나긴 여정 끝에 찾아낸 너란 process
Ooh, I love this one. This one's really cool.
He's ending it in a high note, as we know.
True, a classic K-pop ending to an
Yes.
album. They don't usually want to end anything on a sad or a downer or anything along
No,
these lines. A
no.
sad note, nothing. No,
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
돌고 돌아서 왠지 꿈을 꾼 것만 같았지 그곳에서 내 우주와는 별이 쏘아올려
Say Less. Ooh.
뒤를 돌아보면 멀리 온 듯한 이 기분 주위를 둘러보면 나 말고 모든 게 바뀌어
No.
애써 미소를 짓고 내 안에 날 위로해 남겨진데도 괜찮아 Cause my life is just going on All my life 해방이란 착각 속에 살아 All my mind 어김없이 난 우주 안의 별을 그리곤 해 Endless 기나긴
I love how in the chorus, the actual synths that are playing underneath, which sounds like, I don't know if they're like pads or if you want to call them like key hits or what have you, but these very synthy synths that are playing underneath what appears to be chords is, even though it's straight up chords, not notes, but chords, which is usually, you know, more than one note at a time, they're like playing along with his vocals, which adds for chorus. You know, generally in a chorus you want a lot of power, right? You want it to lift the song, you want it to leave the biggest impression on you.
True.
In this case, by playing those chords underneath or having this synth that essentially is like repeating what he's also doing vocally, he's adding so much strength to his vocals.
You're
Just listen
right.
to it one more time.
Okay.
Go back. Also, can I just say this? For some reason, this like reminds me of something Japanese.
I get
Yeah,
it.
get me? There's
I
something
get
like
it.
Japanese about this.
I
don't
get
know.
you, I get you.
Just listen.
우주 안의 별을
And now.
그리곤 해 Endless 기나긴 여정
Dude, dude,
True.
dude, dude.
I
You
like
hear
when
the
they
whole
do
thing is
that.
going along with
Yeah.
his vocals.
True.
마치 돌고 돌아서 왠지 꿈을 꾼 것만
I love that. That is so cool.
같아서 내 우주 안의 별이 쏘아올려 Endless You must have been you 존재하게 해줘 영원토록 Endless 기나긴
And this is such a cute song.
찾아낸
I love the lyrics.
홀가분해져 I feel like I can't do anything 마치 돌고 돌아서 왠지 꿈을 꾼 것만 같았지 그곳에서 내 우주 안의 별이 쏘아올려 Endless
I love this song.
What a fire ending to this album.
I love the lyrics. They were so positive, so nice. Like he can feel. He literally feels like he can do anything with
Right.
this person.
It ended on a high note.
So nice.
In many ways.
It
And also
did.
musically.
musically.
I thought it was a really cool song. Seriously, this album has a lot of bangers in it. It had a lot of
lot.
music that I feel like I haven't heard before in
Yeah,
the same way.
true.
That thankfully got brought into, you know, our reality.
True.
You know, because that's what art is at the end of the day. You're creating content, and a lot of that content might be very new.
Yeah.
You get me? Like
Art,
no one's
that's
ever
art.
gonna have heard it before.
Exactly. That's art.
Amen to that.
Wow. I really love this mini album. TAEMIN, like, is this our first ever
like solo.
No, this is our first time. This is our first time ever hearing any solo album
from anyone from
from
SHINee.
anyone from SHINee.
That's
and
right.
This was very good.
I thought it was very cool.
This is latest too.
Sure, we want
Wow.
to stay contemporary. I feel like we need to get good at also staying contemporary because we do want to. It's just sometimes there's so much cool content from some years past to also cover, and you know, there's only so many hours in a day to record content, edit, what have you. So it is what it is. But we do want to stay contemporary. So I'm glad we're doing it with this one.
Wow, what an album.
Thought it was kind of ironic though that we want to be contemporary and then it's like a very throwback album though in terms of sound.
Well, you know, TAEMIN
to some extent
can do whatever.
To some extent, the throwback songs on this album are GOAT to kind of GOAT, but definitely I would say like Horizon and Crush and you know, there's really the only two like straight up. Sexy in the Air is not.
No, that's like a very unique song.
Yeah, I'd say Sexy's in the Air is almost like a very contemporary take on a very SHINee sort of vibe and sound.
Exactly.
That's how I feel about it. You get me? It's like taking that, like, you know, it's just bringing SHINee into 2024.
Yes, that's what I think too.
Right, and I think that's really cool.
What an album.
And then with Deja Vu was really cool.
Oh my god, Deja Vu
Say
is one
Less.
of my favorites.
I'm honestly, look, at first, like all the way until Deja Vu, I was pretty certain that my top 3 on this album would be GOAT, Sexy's in the Air, and Horizon. But now I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
Now I don't know.
Okay, for my top 3 is first, I think Sexy's in the Air because it's like the one of the titles for sure.
I think it's gonna have to be my number 1 as well.
Okay.
It will be, yeah.
Then Deja Vu, 100%. It's so good. It really caught me by surprise. It left a big impression on me. Very, very good song. And look, it's one of the most replayed ones.
Yeah, it's true.
After the 2 main titles.
True. Horizon is obviously gonna get a lot of plays as well because it just got a music video.
Exactly. Then, okay, Sexy in the Air, then Deja Vu, then I will say Horizon.
Okay.
What are your top 3?
Ooh, good question. Now, I feel like your top 3 is very respectable. I totally understand why you chose it. And mine will, to some extent, reflect some of the same things. Sexy in the Air. I hate that name. Sex is in the air.
Sexy in the Air.
Because now I get confused. Now I'm saying sexy is in the air. In my brain, like, I don't know, something has got messed up.
Yeah.
It's like a weird fusion between the two, making it
so
even more
weird.
wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So
Sex is in the Air is number 1. And I mean, they were also the most confident in it over at TAEMIN's team.
Definitely.
So they made that, you know, not the title track, but the lead single for the album. And I get why. It also makes sense. It's got a lot of views now.
Exactly.
I totally get that. Horizon was really fun. It was a cool song. Very, very retro, definitely, but very cool at the same time. I look forward to seeing the music video. I wonder if the music video will also be very 80s. I say it's going to be pretty 80s-ish.
Yeah,
like
him dancing, all cool. Yeah,
Sure,
definitely. Yeah.
However, Sex is in the Air is going to be number 1.
Okay,
then
second.
I'm going to put Deja Vu there as well.
Ooh.
And then number 3 for me is going to be... I'm kind of in... Like, I'm really conflicted about, like, the number 3 spot.
Between Say Less and GOAT? Or where?
You're completely right.
Oh, I knew it.
Or actually, ooh, maybe I actually rather want to put one of those two as number 2 and not as number 3. Because I feel like I did get, like, Deja Vu was cool and everything, but I feel like Say Less just, like, brought me up to, like, a different level, personally.
Okay.
I really thought it was really nice. So maybe Say Less will actually be my number 2 and not Deja Vu.
Okay.
And then as
3?
number 3, I'm going to put Deja Vu there.
Okay.
And then as a number 4, it's a very solid, very close number 4, GOAT.
GOAT.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
That's how it's going to be.
Okay.
Because
Very respectable, too. Very respectable.
I feel like Say Less with that sort of vocoded chorus. I think there was both like a synth playing underneath it in the chorus in the actual Say Less part. And on top of that, there was a vocoded harmony vocal also on it, which added this really, I don't know, kind of, I feel like it's the type of sound that someone from the past would have imagined the future sounding like. You get me?
I get it.
Kind of retro futuristic.
Yeah,
I almost want to call it.
I get it.
It was really cool. Yeah, I call Say Less
your point. Yeah, I get it.
retro futuristic.
Retro future.
That I really just liked, and I feel like it's gonna stay with me. I feel like Sexy in the air and Say Less will be the songs that will stay the most with me.
Okay.
Right.
I get it.
Like when I leave this recording, yeah, those ones will be.
And what is the final score for Eternal?
It's like I actually feel like it's one of the hardest albums to like give a score.
Right?
I don't know
first
what
of
I
all,
should
it's not
give
full
it.
album. It's a mini album.
That's
an
worth
EP.
taking into account.
For me, I will say,
be honest. We all want honesty here, Valen.
obviously.
We all want honesty.
For me, is
she's very honest.
8.8.
At 8.8, I feel like it's a deserving score
It deserves
because
it.
I feel like the only thing that I would like in any way say was like anything that took this album down is just the Unknown Sea is just like the most like generic song I think I've like heard in a while.
No, but
like
it's
I don't
good,
mean
but
to be
look,
mean.
It has a lot of views.
It does. It's just I totally get.
I feel like the main people who are hearing that song is in Korean.
True.
Koreans.
But no, I
So
totally
it's, like,
get
cool in
why he added it on the album.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
get
no
it.
hate. It's just
For
I totally
us,
get
it's
it.
more like,
but
no,
art
no.
is subjective, and I personally just like don't vibe that much with those types of songs.
No, me neither.
So I don't know if I should like take a little bit off of it, because like usually if an album is like flawless or like there's not a single skip on it, that like makes it higher. But for me, I feel like that's like a straight up skip for me, because I feel like it's just like a repeat of something I've heard like ad nauseum, honestly. So that's like a kind of a negative for me if you want the truth.
For sure.
And of course, if you like it, all power to you. Like nothing there. It's just like that's my opinion.
And this is our first listen.
Of course. I would say 8.8 is like a good score.
8.8, right?
Yeah, because it really has some like some
Bangers.
uplifting,
Very good
great songs. I mean, Sexy in the Air is awesome.
Yes.
Say Less is awesome. Deja Vu is awesome. I thought Goat was cool. I would have done that one like change up.
Yeah,
Like what you also mentioned,
I was doing that.
That is a takeaway from that song. But like even Horizon is hilarious. Like there's so much stuff happening in it. It's just crazy. Crush was cool. Why not? It was cool enough, right? But
It's
like
a good album. Good mini album. It was.
So yeah, 8.8. I think it's
8.8 is very solid.
very extremely solid
Extremely
score.
solid. Exactly. Very good score.
Yeah, 8.8, maybe 8.7. Nah, 8.8.
And TAEMIN deserves it.
8.8,
He's a
yeah.
very talented guy. A very talented
Obviously,
guy.
my guy has been in the industry for a very long time. He has a great track record, and it's just so funny to think that he actually didn't sing that much in the start of SHINee.
Right? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. They barely put him to sing to in live. Do you remember?
And ironically, now he's one of the most famous singers from the whole group.
Exactly.
Right.
Because he has gotten himself better.
Yeah, he's improved.
He learned how to sing, and that's awesome.
Well, I mean, he's a great singer. So like he's always had the ability. It just seemed like he needed to get a bit more into his own vocal.
Exactly.
And maybe also some of the things they got him to sing in the start of SHINee just wasn't that good in his vocal range.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people have different ranges. There's things that I can't sing.
Exactly.
There's ways I can sing and it sounds like it's on pitch. It sounds great. I can do a lot of stuff within that range. But then there's other ranges where it's just like, dude, I'm not singing that.
Yeah, I can.
Like, it's just going to sound dumb.
Yeah.
Dude, even if you auto-tune that stuff, it's still going to sound silly.
Sadly, that actually happens a lot in K-pop.
Yeah.
It does. They put a lot of it because it's just one song. It's just one type of song. And there's like 9 people singing.
Yeah.
And none of them are all going to be good live.
Right, not in a certain range or
So
what
yeah,
have you.
I'm happy he has found his range.
Sure.
And he sings very good live.
Definitely. Oh yeah,
TAEMIN
we've
is
heard him
awesome.
both live and everything. He's doing an awesome job.
Yes.
Definitely.
Exactly.
No, really cool album.
Very good. 8.8.
8.8.
Yes.
Very, very fair score. And I think it definitely deserves that. Because
It
seriously,
deserves it.
awesome songs.
Awesome
Anyhow, everyone,
songs.
thanks so much for watching the video. Like the video if you're enjoying our content. Comment down below what was your favorite, what's actually your top 3
Yeah, please.
from Eternal.
And last but not least, make sure to head on over to Patreon and check out all our SHINee content over there. There's basically every single week new SHINee content coming out over on Patreon. We've got album reaction and reviews, funny moments, concert performances, and so much more SHINee content for that matter as well over on Patreon. And that's also the best way to support the channel, since we wouldn't be able to make any of these videos without all of our amazing supporters over on Patreon. Nonetheless, everyone, see you in the next one.
Bye bye guys. Take care.
Annyeong. Bye guys. Take care.